moving on and making new choices. And I'm just going to use a quote here from page 255. It is of a momentum that most recently began with Christopher Columbus and the European Renaissance, the Industrial Revolution, the Information Age, and the Space Age that brings mankind to the brink of its jumping-off place en masse. For, after all, far more than ever before, we have access to choice, and choice begets a growing perception of our possibilities. Choice begets and fosters a new sense of personal responsibility and self-governance. As we discover how our neighbors across the street or across the planet overcame their obstacles, the rest of mankind eventually follows. With just a bit of comparing note and a bit of courage, we all grow. Now this in some ways is somewhat of a summary of what you were saying about with what you anticipate happening to the planet with the presence of Obama and the new concepts that are going to have to be formulated. Is there anything else that you would like to add to that? Anything that you would like to focus on and how we may do that? And this is one of the things about his book, Jim's book, that kind of gets us to think about how we can manage this focus. And I'd just like you to kind of interact with that and see if you can share a little bit of how you have utilized this concept.
Well, in the quotation there's a word that's quite interesting, and the word is courage. Because courage is that break point between holding back with what you have and what you know and moving into the unknown or moving beyond what you know. It takes courage. And courage is that point that humanity is at right now and is going to have to harness individually and collectively for the species to go on. And you look at Barack Obama, I mean that guy's got courage. He's at odds with the way Washington has operated in the past. He raised all his money very differently, and I think his average donation was $80. And he raised, I think, $700 or $800 million. Almost $1 billion. And so what it looks like is humanity is ready for what's next. And what I have done inadvertently is create an identification of tools for people to move beyond their present state and how they can contribute to making the world a better place. And when you think about it, the realities that exist are a product of our collective belief systems. And if our collective belief systems have a great deal of fear or doubt or resistance, then you can see that reality isn't held together by the most magic of glues. It's held together with fear and doubt. And we can see a certain kind of collapse in the world of things that don't work.